Hi everyone, welcome back to Mathsforkids. My name is Jocelyn. In today's video, we will be looking at division with remainders. In one of my last videos, we have looked at division and division problems. If you know your multiplication tables, then division will be really easy for you. Make sure to learn them. Here we have a question. 49 divided by 3. We have written it out using the bus-stop method. The 3 and the 49 have special maths names. The 3 would be the divisor and 49 would be the dividend. Back to the question. We need to find out how many times 3 would go into 4. 3 would go into 4 once. So, on top of the 4, we would write 1. We still have a remainder of 1. So, we would times the 3 with the 1, which would give us 3. Then, we would put the 3 under the 4. Then we would subtract the 3 from the 4. 3 minus 4 would give us 1, so we would write a 1 underneath it. Next, we would see how many times 3 would go into 1. But that is not possible, so we would draw an arrow coming from the 9 all the way down to the 1. Like this. Next we would put the 9 next to the 1. That gives us 19. So we see how many times 3 goes into 19. If we use our multiplication tables, we know that 3 can go into 19 6 times, with a remainder of 1. So we put a 6 on top of the 9 in 49. We still have a remainder of 1, so we would times the 3 by the 6, which gives us 18. We would put that underneath the 19. Then we would subtract 18 from 19, which gives us 1. So on the top, we write an R, meaning remainder, and 1, which is how much remainder there is. So the answer of 49 divided by 3 is 16 remainder 1. Here we have another question. 86 divided by 6. First, we would see how many times 6 goes into 8. 8 goes into 6 only once, so we would put a 1 on top of the 8. Next, we would times the 6 by the 1 to get 6. We would put the 6 underneath the 8. Then we would subtract 6 from 8. That would leave us with 2. Then we see how many times 6 goes into 2. But we can't do that, so we draw an arrow coming from the 6 all the way next to the 2. Like this. We would put the 6 next to the 2. That gives us 26. Then we see how many times 6 can go into 26. 6 can go into 26 4 times. So we put a 4 on top of the 6 in 86. We still have a remainder, so we have to do 6 times 4. That gives us 24. So we put 24 underneath 26. Then we subtract it. That gives the answer 2. We put the 2 at the top with an R next to it. Like this. So, now we know the answer is 14 remainder 2. Here's another question. 76 divided by 5. First, as always, we find out how many times 5 goes into 7. 5 goes into 7 once, so we put a 1 on top of the 7. Next, we do 5 times 1. 5 times 1 gives us 5, so we put a 5 underneath the 7. Then we subtract 5 from 7. That gives us 2. Then we see how many times 5 can go into 2. But that's not possible, so we go to the 6 and draw an arrow pointing from it to next to the 2, like this. Next we put the 6 next to the 2. That gives us 26. Next, we will see how many times 5 goes into 26. 5 goes into 26 5 times. So, we would write a 5 on top of the 6 in 76. Then we would do 5 times 5. That gives us 25. So, under the 26, we would write 25. Then we would subtract 25 from 26. That gives us 1. So, at the top, we would write an R standing for remainder and 1 next to it, like this. Now we know that 76 divided by 5 is 15 remainder 1. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Carry on practicing. See you soon for my next video. Bye!